To the cloud. Okay, good morning. Tuesday morning, Quickie Yoga Flow. Starting right on time, 20 minutes of a yoga flow class. I'm very excited. I think these practices are both energizing and also a really good way to start to slow down before your day starts. A lot of times we get out of bed and we're like rush to do all these things. But hopefully we can use this practice to both energize and slow our busy minds down. I'm going to pull an intention card for this morning's practice. This one fell out. So, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Love it. All right, let's start in child's pose. I'm going to keep this on the mat so I can remember it and call you back to it. Spread your knees nice and wide, sit your butt back on your heels. When you're ready, walk your hands forward, stretch them out nice and long. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. Two more, just like that. Deep breath in through your nose, filling up. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. Lengthening the inhale and the exhale. One more time. Inhale. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Gently close off your lips. Start to find your breath in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, make your way to a tabletop position. Stack shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Stack your knees under your hips. Gently wag your tail from left to right a couple of times. And then take a few gentle hip circles, bringing your butt back towards your heels. Making big circles with the hips. Remembering our intention that we pulled for today. Switch directions. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Good. And then make your way to a still tabletop. Stretch your right arm forward, thumb facing down, thumb facing up, and your left leg back, toes facing down. Gaze is down. So through our practice, through doing the work, finding a deeper sense of peace in the body and mind, the goal is that ripple effect is that we're better to ourselves. We show other people what that looks like, and that we're better to others. Slowly switch. Left hand forward, reach. Right leg back, toes facing down. Find length from the left fingertip to the right heel, igniting all limbs of the body here. And then make your way to a downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, hands about shoulder width apart. Feet are about hip width apart. Good. Find your down dog, first one of the morning. Melt your heels to the floor, melt your heart to your thighs. And if you need a wider stance, bring your feet as wide as you need up to mat width apart. Keep the breath going, keep it flowing, keep it moving. If you lose it, just come back. Start again. Inhale in. Exhale out the nose. Inhale, look forward, take baby steps to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gaze is down, fingertips to your shins. Exhale, fold, grab opposite elbow, take a ragdoll. Let's decompress that spine. Press into your feet, toes and heels. Drop your head. Hands on opposite elbow, or if you'd like, you can play. Just gently interlace your hands right behind your head, like you'd be doing sit-ups or something, and just kind of cradle the back of your head and gently draw the top of your head down. Draw your chin to your chest. And then slowly release the hands, roll all the way up to stand. Heel toe your toes to touch and bring your hands to prayer. Good. Tuck your tailbone down. Inhale, sweep the arms high, gaze up at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. You can fold with bent or straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Find a high plank. Pause. And then drop your knees, point your toes away from you. Lower halfway, hug the elbows in. Cobra. Press the heart forward, hug the elbows in towards your ribs. Relax your butt, relax your legs. Good. And gently press your belly and your heart forward. Good. Staying right here, gently take some hip rocks, dipping the left hip towards your mat, and then roll, dipping the right hip towards the mat, keeping the hands firmly pressed into the earth. Roll onto that left hip, dipping it towards the mat, getting a stretch in the hip flexor, and then roll onto the right hip, dipping it towards the mat. Good. One more time each side. Left hip dips. Good. Right hip dips. And then come back to your cobra. Bend your knees, press your butt back, downward facing dog. My chiropractor suggested those. I like those. It's kind of getting used to that funky hip dip, but so good for the hips and actually feels really good in the low back. We'll do that whole thing one more time. Inhale, look forward, softly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep high. Gaze at the thumbs and fold forward, hinging at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, find a high plank. Pause in your high plank. And then drop your knees, lower halfway to cobra. Hug the elbows into your rib cage. And then press the belly and the heart forward. Good. Hug your elbows in. They should be sucked into the ribs. Really pulling them towards one another. Good. Take a couple of hip dips. Drop the left hip towards the mat. Good. And then roll to the right. Keep the slight bend in the elbows. Switching back and forth. Let's do one more time, each side. Come back to your cobra and then draw your butt back towards your heels. Find a downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to hip height. Press through the right heel. Press the hands away from you. Good. Step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge. Sweep your arms high. Stabilize the feet on railroad tracks, at least hip width apart. Reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. Good. Pausing here, taking a moment. And then if you're ready, bring your hands, your arms to goalpost arms, open palms, press the belly and the heart forward, getting some nice heart and shoulder opening this morning. Draw the shoulders down, trying to release tension from your body and mind. Beautiful. And then come back to a neutral spine. Bring your hands to prayer. Pause here. Arms out to a T. Gently twist to the right. Reach the left arm forward and the right arm back. Stabilize in the legs. Good. Gaze to the right or to your right thumb if you have that mobility in the upper spine right now. If not, stay right here. Drive the left heel away from you. Good. Smooth out the right foot. And then slowly cartwheel the arms all the way down. Find a high plank. Good. Option to drop your knees or lower from here, halfway. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Doing the work one more time. Big breath in. Long breath out, sink the heels. Then inhale the left leg to hip height. Step it forward, crescent lunge. Sweep your arms high, stacking your fingertips above your shoulders. Hips about, feet about hip width apart. That's what I wanted to say. Reach the fingertips, drive the right heel towards the back of your room. A really nice opposite from the compression on the right side. Now you have all this opening happening in the right hip. Stay right here or bring your arms to goalpost arms or cactus, whatever image is better for your mind. Press your heart forward, open palms, send your gaze up, sternum tipping up towards the sky. Sink into that left leg. Breathe. We're doing the work. Beautiful. Hands to prayer, neutral spine. Arms to a T. Twist to the left. Right arm forward over the left foot. Left arm back, sending it towards your right heel. Send your gaze to the left. Beautiful. Sink down. And then slowly fold all the way forward. Step to a high plank. Beautiful. Lower halfway. Upward facing dog. Press the belly and the heart forward. Drop the head back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Sink the heels. And walk your hands to your feet. Turn your toes out. Sit down in a Malasana squat. Hands to prayer. Good. Release your hands to the floor. Forward fold. Lift your booty. Turn your feet parallel. We can do that a couple of times, trying to work into the hips and the backs of the thighs. Sink down into your Malasana squat, turning your feet 45 degrees. Tuck those heels in towards the midline of your body. Hands to prayer. Good. Hands to the floor, forward fold. Lift your butt. Feet turn parallel. Take some deep breaths. Shimmy those shoulders down. Drop your head. Maybe take a couple of circles here. And then sit down to your Malasana squat. Hands to prayer. Really sinking in the hips, the backs of the thighs, the shoulders. These are all things we want to open, especially after hopefully a nice long night's sleep. Hands to prayer, forward fold. Lift the butt, turn the feet parallel, maybe walking the hands in line with your feet. One more time. Malasana squat. Tuck the heels in so feet are out, facing out at a 45-degree angle. Hands to prayer. And then release your hands to the floor, forward fold. Feet turn parallel. You can walk your hands in line with your feet or rest your hands on top of your feet. Make sure you're putting weight into the heels and the toes. And then walk your hands out to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Gently bend your knee and open your hip. As you do, press into both hands and sink the left heel down. So not only are you finding opening in the right hip, but you're staying in form, keeping your shoulders square and sinking the left heel down. And then when you're ready, step the right foot all the way forward. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. Sink into the right leg, soften your shoulders down. Good, tuck the tailbone. Press through the outer edge of your left foot to find some opening in your left hip. Beautiful. Holding in your warrior two. Stay right here or lift your right heel off the mat, getting a little extra work in the right hamstring. Sink the shoulders, keeping that right heel lifting, lifting, lifting. Slowly release it. Reverse your warrior. Wrap your left arm around your low back. Reach your right arm over your head towards the wall behind you. Keep sinking into that right leg. And then slowly come all the way forward, right elbow to your right thigh, left arm to the sky, side angle. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Turn your gaze down towards your right foot. Reach the right hand diagonally to the floor in front of the right foot and lift the left leg. Half moon. Keeping the hand on the left hip or stretching the left arm to the sky. Press through the left heel. Stack your left hip on top of your right. And then stretch the left leg all the way back. Release both hands to the floor. Drop the left knee. Find a low lunge. Really good opportunity to stretch that left hip. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. Open the heart. Beautiful low lunge. Find length from your hips, up your ribs, up your shoulders, up your arms to your fingertips. And then slowly release both hands to either side of the right foot. Straighten the right leg. Walk your hands back in line with your calf. Flex the right toes towards your face for a runner stretch. So whether you do other workouts or you don't, really good to isolate this right hamstring here. Good. And then with as much grace as you can, make your way to a table. And then downward facing dog. Deep breath in, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, soften the heels to the floor. Good. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Gently bend your knee, open your hip, keeping your shoulders square. So really press into that left hand. You'll find that left shoulder kind of lifting. Press into the left hand, press the right heel straight down. And then step the left foot all the way forward. Cartwheel the arms open. Warrior two. Good. Beautiful warriors. Strong warriors. Tailbone down, ribs opening to the right side of your body. Tailbone down. Gaze over your left middle finger. Soften the shoulders. Sink into the left leg. Stay right here or lift the left heel off the mat, getting some extra work in the back of that left leg and the hamstring and glute. Release the heel, wrap the right arm around your low back, stretch the left arm up and over your head. Keep sinking down into the left leg. And then slowly come forward, left elbow to your thigh. Keeping your right hand on your right hip or reaching the right arm all the way up to the sky, side angle. Send your gaze up towards the sky. Press the left elbow into your thigh to lift your hip off of that thigh. Good. Bring your right hand to your hip, gaze is down. Slowly start to make your transition to half moon. Stretch the left arm forward, reaching for the floor. Stack the right hip on top of your left. Keeping your right hand on your hip or reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Press through the right heel, micro bend in your left leg. Don't lock it out. Stretch the right arm high. Then release the right hand to the floor. Stretch the right foot all the way back. Dropping to your right knee. Find a low lunge. Finding length, again, from the hips, up the ribs, up the shoulders, the arms, to the fingertips. Sink into your right hip. Slowly release both hands to the floor, straighten the left leg, runner's stretch. Walk your hands back in line with the left calf. Your right knee is right about under your right hip. Flex your left toes towards your face so we can isolate the hamstring. Try to draw your left hip back in line with your right. Good. And then slowly draw your left knee in line with your right. Cross your ankles. Sit down on your booty. Pull the fleshy part of your cheeks away from your sitting bones. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Slide your hands down your shins. Take hold of the inner corners of your feet. Good. Inhale, press your heart forward. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Cobbler's pose. Drawing your forehead towards your big toes. No gargoyles. Lower with shoulders softening away from your ears. Lowering from the belly, then the sternum, then your forehead. Relax your knees and hips. And then slowly make your way to a comfortable seat. Remembering our intention for our practice today. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And I think our practice is a moving meditation, so hopefully that will help you to create peace in your body and to influence others positively today. Bring your hands to prayer. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Take a gentle bow. Namaste. All right. You have it. 20 minutes. Yoga Flow.